frustration
In the
notched
badge
on
place.
my badge.
In the
Yes.
badge place.
So I dropped the title to The Rock. I don't even know if I want to cover the Ryback stuff. That took 20 years off my fucking life. Jesus.
We're not here to knock anyone.
No, but I was beat up and I was torn up, and then John Cena got hurt, and they were like, "Oh, well, how do you feel about this guy? You know, I mean, he's definitely not ready, but you know, you can carry him if you want." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, great." So that took 20 years off my life,
Right?
Because
add up, so you're already beat up. I'm
already beat up, and then I have to wrestle
stiff.
steroid guy, and he's very. I call it like I see it. He's very hurty. Sometimes deliberate. Sometimes deliberate.
Hurty.
You know, I mean, there was one time he kicked me in the stomach as hard as he could, and he broke my ribs right at the tail end. You know, and like that. You know, I never got an apology for that. He was something else. Real piece of work.
Boom,
that guy.
I can tell already. Like, you're cranky. You're mad.
Yep.
You're hurt.
Yep.
You're frustrated.
Yep.
People are crying. Be happy. You're doing your dream.
Yeah.
These things are adding up, fucking notching on your badge, man. You add that. There was the ribs. I think there was a concussion in there somewhere. You had another one in there.
Well, I mean, I had the torn up knee. I flew. I did Raw Tuesday. I got on the jet to fly to wherever SmackDown was. Vince and everybody got off. The jet continued on to Pensacola, Florida. They dumped me. I got surgery Wednesday morning. I'm walking out of the hospital, and Vince calls me. I'm all fucked up on anesthesia. Heard surgery went well, pal. And I'm immediately having like crazy flashbacks to the elbow surgery. And he goes... And I said, yeah, I guess I'm just going to go back to my hotel and start rehab, later tonight and get rolling. Good. We just announced on the website that you're wrestling Ryback in a tables, ladders, and chairs match on the first Raw of January. And I was like, that's in 2.5, 3 weeks? He's like, yep. Prognosis for your surgery is 4 to 6 weeks. And I was like, so you booked me in a horribly dangerous match with a horribly dangerous opponent. He's like, well, that's when Rock's coming back, so we got to start that program right away.
Okay.
I told him I didn't want to do it. He told me that he would owe me one.
That's
so
two
that's,
now.
That's two.
That's two.
And I was just like, man, okay. So there was for the first time in my career, there was a big part of me that was just like, whereas before I'd be like, get on my horse. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this rehab, blah, blah, blah. And I was really just like, man, okay, well, all right. I'm the champ. Here's the deal. I called back Vince the next day and I'm like, when I drop this belt, I'm going to need some time off. Like, I'll burn myself out right now, get myself back in as best shape as I possibly can in 3 weeks. But the instant I drop this title, I'm a ghost. You know what I mean? Well, no, I need you for the rematch for The Rock. I said, no, there's no way, like I'm fucking out of here, And just like as you said earlier, you get frustrated that I went and did these European tours and I'm back on house shows. Like, yeah, I wound up working everything. But I dropped the title to Rock. I do a rematch with Rock, and then it's WrestleMania, and I told him, like, I'm peacing out after this, like, because this is getting ridiculous, Oh, I disagree, Phil. You're going to be the hottest heel after WrestleMania. I was like, explain to me how losing to a 45-year-old man that wrestles once a year is going to make me the hottest heel in the world. No disrespect. Mm-hmm. Explain to me how that works, because I'm the one that's still going to be here the next day. Rock beats me, Rock leaves. Undertaker beats me, Undertaker leaves. And I wrestled that fucking match with Taker with the biggest chip on my shoulder, because I knew the match was going to be better than Brock and Triple H. I knew it was going to be better than Rock and Cena. And they always tell you that should be your attitude. Stone Cold says all the time, if you don't want to be the champion, you shouldn't fucking work here. If you don't want to go out there and steal the show and you don't believe that you can, you shouldn't fucking work here. And I absolutely fucking believe that. And I believed that. And I did it again for I don't know how many WrestleManias in a row where I went out there. I felt I stole the fucking show. But this time it was different because they were like, "Wow, you really should have went on last." And I got so fucking mad, and I said, "You better fucking pay me like I did. If you pay me like I did, I got no fucking problem." They did not pay me like I did. They did not give me what I thought I should have made. But I wrestled that match like I had a death wish. I don't know if people can go back and watch it. I've never ever watched it. I got into a huge screaming match with Vince about that because he's like, "Did you watch it back yet?" And I was like, "No." "Why? God damn it! You should be proud of that." And I was like, "Fuck you! I was there. Pay me." That was my attitude. So I tore up my other knee super bad, strained ACL, torn MCL, torn meniscus, torn PCL.
In that match, right?
Bruised, yeah,
on
bruised.
That dive.
Bruised fucking what is it? The fucking is
Don't
that
ask
not a
me.
patella?
Someone
I don't
with a
fucking
P?
know.
Yeah, patella sounds
yeah.
right.
I bruised my knee really bad, right? So yeah, I wrestled because to me at that time I was like, this is the only way I can get time off. This is it. I have to kill myself and get time off, and I got my time off. You know what I mean? And I was gone for 2 months. There was never. I don't know if I should cover the time I tried to quit before WrestleMania.
Well, I remember you had the 2 months off.
Yeah.
And I remember every time you ever had like a week off or 2 weeks off, you're always itching to get back. Like it was in you. And I remember those 2 months off, you were like, I have no itch to go back.
I love my couch.
Yeah.
I in a lot of ways I rediscovered fucking my love for a great many things that I never had time to do anymore. I was going to Hawks games, very infamously left and right. I saw their entire playoff run that year. They won the fucking cup. I'm mad that I was already back at work when they won the fucking cup because I should have been in Boston and I would have been in Boston for that. I discovered fucking life. And I started looking at my bank account and being like, all right, this is fucking ridiculous. Like I don't need to do this anymore. Like this is I'll go work at Starbucks. You know what I mean? They'll
do it if it was
they'll
fun,
probably
right?
actually give me insurance, you know?
Yeah, you do it if it was fun, right? But it's not. All of a sudden, when you
No, it
when you
wasn't
look
fun.
at something and you're going, I'm counting the money, knowing how much I don't have to do this. You know something's wrong,
Right.
right?
But there's also I have a very strong philosophy about the business, and I don't think a guy like Seth Rollins or Dean Ambrose, I don't think they do. I don't think they look at it and question things and say to management, like, well, why are we doing that? Why are we taking a guy that you know is going to be here every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and why is he losing to all the part-timers who you're showing are the real superstars, and now people are only going to buy WrestleMania, which is going to affect my pay year-round, and now this network's coming in, and it's going to affect my pay year-round, and I have to make all these other guys, for lack of a better term, look good, which in turn makes me look like shit.
Well, I think those guys might, and I know, I've hung around Seth enough to know, like, I think he is smart. I think you're the only one, and probably for years, that has the balls to say anything. And I'd ask you, like, was there other guys that can go up to Vince and say, "Fuck you, this is stupid"?
I mean, Cena. I've seen Cena do it, but me and Cena would do it all the time.
Right, and then who else past that? There is.
I don't know. Maybe Randy. I don't know.
So I'm saying, like, that unhealthiness.
So I'm in a very unhealthy point in my fucking life. Not in the 2 months off. I was super stoked. I got a fucking tattoo of the Stanley Cup that says my summer vacation on it because I never had a summer vacation in my entire fucking life. You know what I mean? So I was driving. I'm doing jujitsu like every day. I'm fucking killing it. You know what I mean? And then I was driving down for like I did this Gracie immersion camp like in Destin, Florida, which is really just like an excuse to like ride jet skis with Henner and everything like that. And it was a blast. And then I was driving on my own dime, didn't tell anybody, talked to Joey Mercury actually. I was like, hey, I'm going to come down to FCW because NXT wasn't even a thing yet. I was like, I'm gonna come down and I want to start getting in the ring and see how my knee feels. Nobody knew. I don't know if Joey stooged it off, but all of a sudden I'm driving down there from Destin to Tampa and I get a phone call from Vince. How you feeling? I'm all right. I'd been doing jiu-jitsu all week and like my knee is kind of it feels weak. You know, like I feel like I should be wrapping it, but I'm not because I want to try to strengthen it. Great. I want you back for the, I don't know if it was June or July pay-per-view because it was in Chicago. And I went, no, I don't want to come back till SummerSlam. And he said, well, I need you back. It's Chicago, so I need you. You know, it's not sold out yet, so we put you on and it'll sell out. And we want you to work Jericho. I worked Jericho enough, so I was kind of like, I think I'll come back at SummerSlam. You know, well, no, here's what we, you know, and he lays out like the summer plans for me. It's me and Jericho, and then I'm in Money in the Bank, which I also refused